been asleep when I didn't know I was asleep. But normally around about, on the weekends when I could sleep in, around about 8, 7, 8, 9, that's when I fully fall asleep. That's when I...
Deep sleep, REM sleep.
Yeah, I like I said, I find shows very hard to deal with these days. Very hard to find really good shows. That's why I like Amazon Prime, actually. There's a lot of shows that back around when there was a lot of time in my life when, because of the hours I was working, by the time I got home, I missed all like the mainstream shows and all that, and there was hardly anything on worth watching. Or I had Sky TV at the time, which all I did was watch sport, nothing else. So Amazon Prime's got a lot of good old shows. So I watched what was it called? The Charlie Sheen one, 2.5 Men, because I'd seen a little bit of that and I enjoyed it, but I never got to see it all. And I watched that and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Friends was a show that I always liked to watch, and then I lost, I don't know how many seasons it went for, but I think I only watched 3 seasons and I couldn't watch it after that because I didn't have the opportunity. By the time I got home, it had already finished. Oh, a little bit overboard there with the speed. But I don't know if I could bring myself to watch Friends. But yeah, shows like that.
I started watching Friends, but yeah, no.
Hot in Cleveland, I watched.
Ross isn't good for my blood pressure. That guy, I hate him.
He's a great actor, though.
With a completely unreasonable passion, by the way.
He is a great actor. I remember watching him in first time watching Band of Brothers, and you saw him, and all I could see was Ross, and I couldn't take his character seriously. Then I watched it again. Well, I've watched Band of Brothers many times, and I watched it again, and I knew that he wasn't Ross. And watching it the second time, you could see how of a good actor he really is. If you didn't look at him through the eyes, yeah, as Ross. So, yeah, Hot in Cleveland I watched, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really good. Great show, great show. And another one I watched, Episodes is another one I watched, which I found I really liked, with old Matt LeBlanc playing himself. But he doesn't play his actual self, he plays like a narcissistic type of Matt LeBlanc. And that's good. But the thing with Amazon Prime, though, unfortunately, they do it to me all the time. I was watching this great sort of English show called Hustle. I really liked it. 8 seasons of it. And they've done it to me with another show called Elementary, which I like, which is the American version of Sherlock Holmes, but I really enjoyed it.
The superior version to the Cumberbatch one, by the way, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say superior, more entertaining. It was really well done, but no, the Cumberbatch one I think is a very highly intelligent, well thought out and well produced one, but that's just my personal opinion on that. But yeah, and another, yeah, Hustle was one, and that was another one. There was one other one, and Amazon Prime has this nasty habit of giving you all but the last season to watch. Eventually they came out with the last season of Elementary. Hustle, thankfully, I stopped watching that about a month ago, and then the last season came out a couple of days, well, actually last week. I watched all that in 2 days, because they're only six episode seasons. Quality, not quantity. And if you haven't seen The Hustle, it's a very good show, mate. It's about a group of con artists, but they only con the rich. They only con the rich and people that deserve it, not like people good innocent. They said you never con an innocent person. You take it from people who like are nasty.
So basically, they're modern Robin Hoods.
Except, yeah, they actually mentioned that in one of the episodes, and I guess except we don't give to the poor, we give to ourselves. We take from the rich and give to ourselves.
Pinky and the Brain did it.
Pretty much.
But I mean, sometimes...
Have you ever seen White Collar?
No.
You might like that one. Might. I'm not sure, but that could be interesting for you.
But most of the other ones I watched are gone. I mean, I think Blacklist is on its last, and after old, what's her name left, Meg, whatever her name is. It hasn't been the same. In fact, it hadn't been the same since COVID hit, and there was a season, and then they had to redo the last episode, and they turned it into part cartoon, and because they'd already filmed some of it. But because of COVID and everything got shut down, they couldn't film the last part, so what they did is they did some of it as cartoonish. With the cartoon and the voiceovers, because they could do that at home. And that was, I think they're on the 9th season now, so I think that was season 7. And after that, it's just been really bad, as compared to the first seasons, the way it was done. It seems very B-rated at the moment, but I still watch it because I want to know the full story behind who Reddington is. Raymond Reddington. But it's got that feel that they're rushing through scenes and they're not hanging around each other for too long. And The Expanse, of course, got the boot because it came too expensive to make, which is a bit of a shame.
Get the boot again, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I got the beat first time because of typical for Sci-Fi Channel. They did that with one of my other favourite TV shows called Dark Matter. It was fantastic, but because they didn't make Dark Matter, they replaced it with... they got rid of it to keep one of the ones that they were making, even though Dark Matter had better ratings, and it was a fantastic sci-fi, actually. Really interesting. That was after 3 seasons as well, so you didn't get to see where that went to, and it had a really good story behind it. That was, I really wanted to know where it was going to, how things ended up like that and everything else like that, and good old Sci-Fi Channel booted it. They did the same thing with The Expanse, and I think that was because, maybe because of the budget, I don't know if it's the same story, but yeah, then because Amazon picked it up in the same deal that, which is interesting with Amazon, because they like to run at a loss so they don't have to pay taxes. They got rid of it as well, so the writers had to try and cram all the stuff, all these plans they had in, because they only did 6 episodes for the last season, all the stuff, and they had all these big plans and they had to cram it all in 6 seasons. Yeah, I watched Firefly and I just couldn't get into that, buddy. I really couldn't. I'm very particular about my sci-fi things.
Firefly was good at the time, but it didn't age well. For multiple reasons.
If I see like things that I watched in the show, in a show like that, Babylon reminded me of Star Trek a little bit, and that's why I didn't bother watching it. I couldn't get into it. I like original stuff you haven't seen before, I mean, when I was young, because being New Zealand, that by the time we got TV series, it had already been out for like years in America, something like that. So the original series of Star Trek was around when I was growing up, even though it was about 20 years old or something. I like that. And Star Wars, of course, when that first came out, I went and saw that movie multiple times, the first one. And that's the thing, with Star Wars, The New Hope, Episode 4, the first one that came out, I loved. Return of the Jedi? No. Empire Strikes Back? No. Didn't like it. Then he came out with Episodes 1, 2 and 3, The Phantom Menace. I loved. The other 2, I didn't. Didn't enjoy them at all.
You're a weird dude.
Yeah. So,
yeah, you are.
I said
Not saying that's a bad thing, though.
I agreed with that.
Ah, alright.
Yeah, I said yeah. But that's the same. Battlestar Galactica, the original series, I like that. But of course, there was only one season. And
that's Star Trek ripoff.
Hey?
That's Star Trek ripoff.
Well, not really. That wasn't a Star Trek ripoff at all. Yeah, that
just
came
saying
out.
to get a rise out of you.
And yeah, they cut that after one season. Then about 2 years later, they came back with the second season, which sucked. But then we had the remake of it, which is one of my most favourite TV shows of all time. That one, because that's a highly intelligent, enjoyable, funny, and really thought-provoking series. The mini-series I didn't like, but the TV series afterwards was fantastic. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So, Blake 7 was another one I grew up, which was an English one, which was good. It was good old English darkness and stuff. Doctor Who would be another one as well. I like Doctor Who, I just don't like the new ones at all, once they brought it back. I mean, after Tom Baker it sort of went down a bit.
And I like Matt Smith and David Tennant quite a bit.
Yeah, see, I haven't watched it. It looks... Funny thing is, to me, I've seen bits and pieces of it, and it looks B-grade, corny, bizarre, terrible acting, and it doesn't sort of fit. When we know, all that kind of stuff back then is I think it's because they've got better technology, but they're using the old premise of everything, and so it looks outdated with the Daleks and all that kind of stuff, and they sort of haven't updated them. I mean, fair enough, you're sticking with the legacy of the thing, but I mean, when you got the Doctor Who, I've seen snippets of the very first Doctor Who, which was in black and white, and then the second Doctor Who, a few episodes of that, it was all right. I hadn't seen them all, and that was in black and white. And then you had John Patrio, who was brilliant. He was the third Doctor who came along, and that was half in black and white, and that's when they went to colour. And I loved him as Doctor Who, and I really loved that. And then you had Tom Baker, who was the fourth Doctor Who was brilliant with K9 and stuff. And then you had the guy from All Creatures Great and Small, I can't remember his name, who came the next one, and then someone else, and I sort of lost interest in. Then it got canned and then brought back again. No, I haven't seen V, I have heard of it. Another one I like.
Isn't that the one with what's her name? Morena. I think she's Brazilian. Bajarin also she's in Firefly too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. One out of Deadpool.
Yeah, that's
and and Homelander. Homelander? No, I'm thinking of Homelander. The boys. Homelander. What was that really good TV series about the CIA agent with bipolar? Homeland. She was in the first season of that. Yeah, she was good. Stargate, though, however, was one of my favourites. And I think a couple of guys, not from Firefly, but from the other one. The main character, what was that other sci-fi that I tried to get into and I didn't like it? About a guy that went into the future, almost like Buck Rogers type deal, but Buck Rogers was another good one I liked, but that was funny. What's up, Buck? Whoever seen that will know what that was. What was that other one? It's not Firefly, but it's sort of...
Oh, Andromeda.
Possibly.
Where he gets trapped at the edge of a black hole and then travels into the future or something?
Something like that, yeah. He's testing a new thing, new rocket or something. The NASA, and he ends up in the future and gets caught in these aliens, and then you got the soldier lady soldier, and that they capture and they sort of start working together. And because her and the other one, they ended up being in Stargate, replacing a couple of them, and they were really good at that actually in Stargate. That was one of the rare things where they got rid of like some of the great actors. The reason why you watched it, which was old MacGyver, Jack O'Neill. Can't remember his real name, and he was one of the attractions to Stargate. But the whole cast had a good sort of thing. And then you had he left, someone else, Daniel Jackson left, and they were replaced by the two out of that show. But they were really good. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, in Andromeda, the main character was Hercules from that A show. Hercules, the guy that was in the same universe as Xena, Warrior Princess.
Oh, him, the guy from here. Okay, yeah, I don't remember him in there. I only saw one or two episodes.
Then I probably mean a different show.
But I know, actually, yeah, you are, because he was in a different sci-fi show. That's not what I'm
Mr.
talking about.
Patrio, would you kindly move your machinery out of field 68?
Ah, yeah. The thing. Auger, that's the word I'm looking for.
Otherwise, I'm gonna run it over.
But, yeah, like I said, I mean, yeah, shows these days, because you've seen them all, they just... The problem with shows these days is that whatever they do, it's been in a show before, so it's so predictable, and that's what I don't like. I like the surprise aspect. I like something to keep me going because I don't know what's going on, but...
Yeah, it seems they are rehashing a lot of the 80s shows, like MacGyver they remade, the A-Team they tried to remake.
Magnum P.I., which was a good show, an original with Tom Selleck.
I watched the first episode and said, yeah, no, he doesn't have a mustache, you already lost.
But you can't replace Higgins. No one can do Higgins.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I think a lot of the good shows that come out now, especially in America. I mean, there was a lot of good shows in America, good family stuff and stuff like that. I mean, it was Heart to Heart and all that kind of stuff. That was really good. And I sort of think it went down a little bit, but what HBO and all that come out with, they're not under the scrutiny of the censors as much. You can get some really good shows because you know, and a lot of them like start off though. I think that's a indication of not being used to that type of style in America of shows, and now they're popular because the sensitivity isn't there, the censorship isn't there. Things like Breaking Bad and all that didn't do well in the first couple of seasons, then really took off when people started, you know, getting used to the fact that this is not your normal public TV type show.
Yeah, although Breaking Bad, in my opinion, had a lot of ups and down moments. Like, you had crazy good moments with dialogue and all that stuff, and then you had 10 minutes of breakfast.
Well, that's,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I know that was the point, but that was moments where I was about to switch off. Because I know it was supposed to show the awkwardness and all that stuff, and the mess they made themselves, but yeah, no.
I mean, a
If
lot
I
of
want
it
that,
was
I can.
like bringing in realism into the thing, which is fine, but a lot of it, especially with him, he was really good, the creator of it. There's a lot of those moments where he was actually setting things up to go further on down the field, to come back.
Well, in my opinion, Malcolm's dad had really let himself go, you know?
What was that?
That's all I... Malcolm in the middle, he was the dad.
Yeah, himself got, yeah, I know he was the dad. That was a good comedy too. And another one that I didn't get to see all of. Alright, where's
Yeah, I
Field
only
58?
watched snippets and bits of it. I was too young when that originally aired, so I didn't get much of it. But you still see bits and snippets on Facebook or in the recommendeds on YouTube.
What I do like and enjoy on YouTube is watching people watch shows I like. Like I'm watching a guy watching Orphan Black for the first time. Which is one of my all-time favourite shows as well, Orphan Black. I need my grass to grow.
It's gonna be not until end of April or May.
Oh, I should go back and I've come all this way almost to the field and realise I've got to do potatoes and I've only got 366 litres of seed left.
Oh,
I gotta
no,
go.
really?
Yeah, I gotta go all the way back and fill up.
That sucks.
Actually, I should get you off there so I can sort out. Pick up another. What do we got? Actually, come to think of it, this one should be doing the cedar because it's the bigger tractor, and the other one do the herbicide. Oh, actually, before I do that, get back in the other. Stop, stop, stop. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. No, I just turned you off. Stop. Oh, no, what I did is I changed the thing. Right. Pick up my fertilizer and then dump it out on my farm. Actually, that's probably a good idea doing that. Go forwards. Watch my evil plan at work.
You don't have an evil bone in your body, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why I called it evil. Or plan, for that matter. Just all I'm doing is put the fertilizer back into my cedar.
Or did you remember the fertilizer on the field?
Yeah. I thought since
Out
I'm
on
sending
your
this... Yeah. Since, well, my plan was to go and do the other field, then on the way back pick the fertilizer up. But since I have to go back and fill it up with the seed, I thought I might as well pick the fertilizer up and actually drop it off at my farm. Have to leave you with it, JJ. Not getting jobs sitting done in front of the PC, especially fixing gardens. Alright, mate. You make the most of it, mate. Weekend. Thanks for popping in, buddy. It is the weekend, eh? Yeah, it's Sunday.
No, it's Tuesday, bud.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is it? Tuesday? Oh my goodness. Oh well, that's even, yeah. Alright, you're supposed to be working. Go make some cash, Aussie.
You've won your bet, Mr. JJ. I transferred 100 in-game monies to your phone.
Yeah, I didn't really take that bet, but sure.
Jesus.
What was the bet?
I was gonna thinking about saying yeah, I'll take that bet, but I knew once there was money on the line, there was no way in hell, because when it comes to money, I won't forget. Because what I never forget is to lose money. I never forget when it comes to money. I will not lose money.
Yeah, some sort of greenback elephant.
Actually, since I'm doing this, oopsie. Yeah, something like that. No, I spent most of my life struggling with money, that ending up in debt because of other people. I won't go there. But yeah, I just don't not like losing any money whatsoever. I don't like being in debt at all.
I mean, who likes that, right?
Yeah, so I keep a very
The
close
banks.
eye.
No,
I sort of,
banks like it when you are in debt,
yeah.
not when they are in debt. That's the difference.
I've got to be careful with this. I've got to make sure I don't go too far, otherwise I'll start filling up with fertilizer. See the seed, it's not picking it up. I'm right over it. No, no, no. Son of a gun. Oh, now I'm picking the, of course I'm picking the fertilizer up from there. Oh, this is so annoying. Not winning today. I mean, yeah, I've got extra fertilizer, yay for that, but still not winning today. And I might need to actually send this guy off and start his theodore zone because I need to buy a break as well. Let's make a coffee since if I'm going to do that now, and it's closest to 3:30. Right, so you can do the last of it out. Right. So why isn't it coming up? That's the weird thing. Why isn't I have to bring this up? Go closer. Right. Start filling. There we go. There should be a big yellow sign up there saying start filling. Oh, now I've just filled it completely up without putting that other seed in first. Jeez. Oh, I should have put that in first. Come here, you. I'm going to put you over here somewhere. I've got 2 contracts, I'll have to send both of them off. Right. And come on. I need to put the narrow tyres on too because I'm on fertilizing duty or whatever it is. Oh, hang on, is it fertilizing? What am I doing? Is it my fertilizing spraying? I'm spraying, aren't I? Yeah, herbicide. What field is it? 72. So what I want to do is go course plate, 72, 71, 72, just here. Well, that's pretty good. Create job, field work, no. Course plate, target position, let's put you here, then we can start field position of there. I'm assuming I can get at least 1 out of there. Want a 3% overlap, make sure it's 0, generate, nice, start job, off you go. Other tractor, let's put the seeder onto the big boy, send them off to do the potatoes, and then I can go and have a bio break, and you guys can keep an eye on my workers for me while I'm gone and make myself a coffee and leave you in the capable hands of someone.
Nah.
Right, this would be a great job. Valley 58. I need you to come down to there. Here's your field position there. Great job, and make sure you are also at 0. You also, where are you? Where's the... There it is. I've got to do that fix. There's the weird ones. Smooth's fine, because it's a contract. 3, generate, close, start job, drive over there. Right, I'll be back soon. I'll go at outside view for you guys. Give you a good wide view of it. And I'll be back soon.
JJ will be Bach, then I will be Mozart. Who are you gonna be, Patrio?
Apparently Beethoven, apparently.
And you, DJ?
What's up?
JJ is gonna be Bach soon. I'm gonna be Mozart, and Patrio decided to be Beethoven. Who's you gonna be?
What are you talking about?
Oh, he doesn't get the joke.
Slash whoosh.
No, I don't get any joke.
JJ said he'll be back. And there is a joke about Stallone, Jean-Claude, and Arnie.
Schwarzenegger.
Do you really think I would know this said joke that you're trying to say?
I'm pretty sure I said it the other week.
I was about to say. So you are messing with me, you mean boy.
Not that to my knowledge, I wouldn't be.
Uh-huh.
I am not, you know, never mind. I'm just not going to say anything.
Well, I was first going to respond with a comedian, and then the second response is going to be funny. And that'd be about right. Greenhouse takes literally the entire trailer's worth of water, go off, top the trailer back up, bring it back. Takes 10 litres.
That is funny. Yeah, what they don't tell you about the potato jobs is that the half of that giant pile of money you get for them is paid for goddamn seed. Guys, whoever is closest to JJ's workers, just park in front of them, just by accident, of course.
I mean, I did that Sunday, so...
I can see him pass at the other end of the field. I'm not gonna make it though. Damn it.
I just hit him with a need for speed tactics. Alright, calling in a spike strip. Turn a cultivator upside down in front of it.
Jump in his tractor and just move his tractor all the way up to field 1.
Yeah, I can't though, cause I don't have. I would have. Well, I could, but that's too much effort. And that goes past tomfoolery. That's just that would be, you know.
Straight interference, yeah.
That would be a dick move. Just by accident, just by accident, be parked in front of his tractor for a second or two, you know, until the helper monkey turns off the engine.
Alright. Just go AFK.
The other problem is JJ can hear everything you say through his headphones even though I'm all the way in the kitchen.
Oh no, he discovered our ingenious evil plan. Whatever are we gonna do?
You can't really tell us off anyway, because we haven't done anything wrong. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, but now he's gonna suspect us if ever anything happens, you know?